Alright, what we're doing now, I'm removing the top off here. I just removed this adjustment handle. This does both. This tilts the blade and raises and lowers it. Pull it in, it does one thing. Push it in, it does the other. So I removed that. Now all we have left is I want to get this off. There we go. I'm setting everything in one area, and hopefully there was 4 bolts, one on each corner. They go up from underneath. They're all 1/2 inch. If I pull this up, it should come right out. And there you go. That's the base. So let's set that off to the side, and it's heavy. I don't want to set it on the rod. So here's what we're left with. So I'm going to vacuum out the inside and remove this. Actually, we can go ahead and do that now. There's 2 Phillips screws on the inside. There's one on each corner. And there we go. What I'm going to take this and polish it. Now that I have it off, I'll probably just polish it right on my wheel, on my buffing wheel. There's one small dent in it. I don't think that's going to bother anything. So we'll set that over here, and we're all set. I'm going to vacuum this out. I have one of these magnetic trays. I don't know if you guys ever use these. I'm going to put everything off to one side just for this, and everything just sticks right in there. They're really nice to have. So I'll grab the vacuum and we'll get vacuuming. Okay, these have all been ran through the sandblaster. All the rust has been removed, so we're getting ready to paint these. But first, also we blew the motor out, and I'll tell you what, there was a lot of dirt in this whole motor. So you just take your blower, blow it out, and it'll clean out the brushes and stuff like that, and any debris that's been building up in the motor. It'll actually make it run a little better. So what we have here is we need to put our nameplates on. I don't know if you've ever used a rivet gun. They're pretty simple. Most of them are 1/8 inch, but it'll tell you what size to pre-drill to. So we have our Craftsman. You want to hold everything together while you're doing it, because it will hold it on there tight. The way a rivet works is as you squeeze down on the handle, it's pulling this metal rod downward, and there's a ball in the tip, and it expands the metal, so it'll expand and hold against the hole you have. So we're going to put the other one in. That looks nice. Switch it around to the other side. And I know the size of these because I drilled them out with an 1/8 inch hole. So that's what size this rivet is. There we go. Now quickly, we're going to put on, make sure you can see it okay, we're going to put on our face plate to our saw. I buffed this out a little bit. It's pretty shiny. Some of the pattern came off. I'm not too happy about that. I might find another one if I was doing this for resale. If this was for a resale, I'd probably redo it. But this is just for my shop. This just went right in. Got 4 sheet metal screws that hold this on. One. Two. And the only reason I'm redoing this will probably be my last table saw for my own use. I really like this one. It's enough for all the uses I need in the home shop. It'll cut any size wood. I just ordered a brand new 8-inch blade for it. I actually think it might have been 8 1/4. I think it'll hold it. Now, if this ever rattles on you, you can put a piece of rubber, a little rubber O-ring in between the two. So, we'll come back and we'll put the other, the number plate on in just a minute. I got to buff out the screws. Okay, we're back and I buffed out the screws. When you're doing a project like this, take the time, clean the screws, run them on a wire wheel, run them on a buffer. I like to use all original if I can. Sometimes you have to replace stuff though because it gets rusty. There we go. So that's where we're at now. We put the nameplate back on. We painted the base gray. I redid this. This is all completely new. So yeah, that came out. We we sandblasted the entire piece. Painted this back to its gray, buffed this, the brass screw. All this got a nice sandblasting on it, so it's completely clean. And I had it done in the wire wheel, but it looked better sandblasted. So now we're going to get started on painting the brackets to hold the motor. Okay, everything's been cleaned up. I used some parts cleaner to get any residue of the sand out. I blew it all out. Now real quick, we're going to use some heavy duty silicone. This is the cheapest stuff they had down there. It's a silicone base though, to lube up some of these parts. I'm just putting on the gear assembly here. This will make the blade go up and down, so I want that to run smoothly. Along the tracks and on the tilt for our angle, and on the back side here too. I've taken that part out. Here it is. And I've cleaned it up really nice. So this was the back part that mounts on the underside. So I'll spray some silicone on this and we'll get bolting it together.